Welcome back, all of you horror freaks out there. I am your host, the Strange Monkey, and here we are once again for another horror movie review. And I gotta say, I think it's time that we stop the Conjuring spinoffs. For God's sakes, that is enough. Please. Anyway, I'm here to review The Curse of La Llorona. Brand new horror movie that came out this year that's connected with the Conjuring films, you know, like The Nun and Annabelle and things like that. Because we all know The Nun is an absolute masterpiece. Well then, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? In the 1970s Los Angeles, the legendary ghost La Llorona is stalking the night and the children. Ignoring the eerie warning of a troubled mother, a social worker and her own kids are drawn into a frightening supernatural realm. Their only hope of surviving La Llorona's deadly wrath is a disillusioned priest who practices mysticism to keep evil at bay. Anyway, so that's what we've got going on. We've got the social worker who's dealing with the mom who's crazed, who's hiding her children and all this stuff from La Llorona, and you know, she doesn't believe her. She kind of just throws it off to the side and assumes that her kids are troubled. Well, not troubled, but they're in danger because of the mom and all this stuff. They don't believe them. A lot of wild shit starts happening, and then the social worker's son is in trouble for encountering La Llorona, the son and the daughter, and then she's after them. And now La Llorona is basically a Mexican folklore about a woman who drowned her children, and I guess when she died, I believe that's how the story goes, she cries for her children at night, or she looks for them, or whatever, and she brings misfortune to people who are near her. You know, you ever played the video game Left 4 Dead with the witch that cries? And if you get near her, she starts losing her shit, and she runs at you and starts scratching you and shit. It's kind of like that. That's a great comparison, and don't tell me that it's not. This could have been a fine film on its own, but, you know, some people, I guess, would assume that it's okay to have this as part of the Conjuring universe, I guess. It's not like Annabelle and the Nun, that's a lot more closer, you know, this is just there. The only connection, in my opinion, is the father from the Nun. You know, and there are some references there. They mention Ed and Lorraine Warren. You know, they want to seek out and get them, but they're unavailable. So instead, you get Father Raphael, played by Raymond Cruz. Tuco from Breaking Bad. You know, the hyped up cokehead. Tuco Salamanca. We're going to call him Father Tuco if I forget his name again. I'm sorry. Anyway, they turn to him. He's a disillusioned priest, kind of strayed away from the church to do his own thing, and they need his help because he practices in a bunch of other shit that, you know, the church doesn't approve of. They need his help to stop the La Llorona creature thing, you know, why did I say that? To come after them and all that stuff. And anyway, the lead actress is played by Linda Cardellini. I don't know her. Anna Garcia, that's her name in the movie, Anna. Velma from frickin' Scooby-Doo. Yes, and there is a scene where they make reference. The daughter is watching Scooby-Doo on the TV. I'm like, of course, my glasses. I can't find my glasses. That's hilarious. You know, there's a curse. I was told by a doctor once that it could have been La Llorona who put this nail in my finger. I don't know. We're going to dive further into that after this video. You know, I think I've got some explaining to do. But here is where I think everything falls flat. You have a story that is not really that strong to begin with, and you have characters that are not developed properly because of the constant jump scares that this film relies on. And this is a flaw by so many filmmakers these days, that they always rely on the fucking jump scares. They don't let things build up and then scare the shit out of you. You ever seen House of the Devil or Hereditary? Those were great examples of slow burn films that build up to things. And if you don't like slow burn films, that's fine. But, you know, a scare here, a scare there. This It's a normal scene, then a jump scare, then a normal scene, then a jump scare, a normal scene, and a jump scare, a normal scene, and I'm not going to turn around and keep doing it. I'm not Rain from the fucking Exorcist to try. You know what I mean? It's just, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? And while we're on that subject, let's talk about the character design of La Llorona. You know, if they had practical effects on her, it would have been great. But, once again, when she comes out of nowhere and scares people, it's fucking CGI. As usual. Come on, people. We gotta do better. The Nun had some CGI. But, when they didn't, and you had the Nun up close, holy shit was that woman scary. It's terrifying. The fucking makeup design was fantastic. This is laughable. People were laughing in the theater. Yes. It was, I laughed. It was hilarious. But at the end of the day, I was entertained by this film. You know, I enjoyed it more than The Nun. So, it's not dead on arrival, but unfortunately, it's not as strong as The Conjuring 1 and 2. I liked Annabelle, an Annabelle creation, but after that, that's when things started. Should have just made 3 Conjuring films, and that was it. So, The Curse of La Llorona is on the chopping block. Get out of here with this nonsense. Anyway, folks, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Follow 3 from the Grave. We're taking over, baby. What did you think of The Curse of La Llorona? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below. I need to get your thoughts on this film. Please tell me. Anyway, folks, have yourselves a good fright.